have different games. Hey guys, good evening. Welcome to this evening live. My name is Gisette. I am a nurse, and my co-host this evening is Jahel, and she's
Hello.
my mentor. She's a nurse as well. So before we were talking about the FIFA games, and we
Yeah,
wanted
how did you
to
get tickets? Because I was checking online, and I didn't. It was sold out in Atlanta. So
some
how you
of
get
them,
tickets?
some
Okay,
of this,
like the semifinals and the finals and them thing.
yeah, oh, most definitely. That is already those tickets probably just
Oh
gone
my
from the beginning.
gosh!
But I really want to go to one of the games
I
here in
wanna go for
Atlanta.
one.
So
Yeah,
even
I
if
wanna
it's
go
up
for
in the nosebleed, I want to be there just for the moment. I love football.
one.
And
Yeah,
talking about that, my team won their game
I
today.
don't
So
know.
I'm happy.
I'm not a football fanatic, but I like World Cup. Like I like competition. I love competition.
Listen,
So that
and
World
this,
Cup fever, yeah.
the World Cup songs right now are very. I love France. The France song,
I
France
love
World Cup.
France.
The France World Cup song is really good, but I'm not a France supporter, but it's football. But the song is really good though. So World Cup is gonna be. I can't wait.
Yeah.
So yes,
I need to get a ticket. I need to get a ticket.
we need to
You
go. We need to show up.
let me know what game you're going and I'll go. Just tell me whenever
Mhm.
you get the ticket and I'll go
Most
buy my ticket.
definitely. I was hoping my country would actually qualify so I could go out full gear Jamaica,
Um,
but
yeah.
did not make it, unfortunately.
I
So
don't
this
think she'll have it
evening, so unfortunately, so this evening we're gonna talk about our journey from nursing into the online space. Um, y'all know I'm a shy person. I did not like doing Facebook Live. I would have to call my mentor Jail and say, "Yo, I'm going live." Oh gosh, I'm so nervous. My hands are sweating. No, I can just pop on here and talk about what we do and how we are helping others do the same thing to build your own business from scratch. And from scratch, you mean we got us there. You have the platforms and everything to help you build your own business. All right. So yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I was listening to some this is last night. I work night shift, the best shift. I work night shift. And they was like, I don't know how you all do it, you know? Being online like that. I don't know how you all do it, like, running an online business. And I was like, I know how hard other nurses, you see another nurse, running their business, and I'm like, in your mind, it's like, I can't do this. I don't think this is for me. I'm a shy person, and I have to tell them, hey, I'm shy too. You see how I am when I come to work? I stick to myself. I don't really talk unless I know something going on. I pitch in, but I stay to myself. I'm a shy person too. But if you see me online, I know it looks like if I'm not shy, but I'm shy, right? So, transitioning to be an online business owner, I know we always talk about the benefits, the financial benefits, it's there. But the personal growth, right? The personal growth is better than anything else, we always, when we go live, and the first time I went live, I was so strict, like, oh my gosh, I have to say this. I have a whole lot of, if you had seen my screen, I had a whole lot of, sticky notes all over the screen, like making sure I say this, I say that, I say that, and then that's like. And now it's like I'm so comfortable, going live because, I've been in the business for a little while, I've show up online for a little while. And, I'm comfortable, more comfortable in the online space. So I think what I tell them is experience, right? When you're an experienced online business owner, it comes naturally for you that you want to share your business. You want to tell others about the business because you experiencing all these benefits, and you know nurses. We know each other, right? We know the struggles that we always go through. We know, right? And
Mhm.
it would be so bad for me not to tell another nurse, hey, this is an opportunity I think, would be right for you and your family. This is
Mhm.
an opportunity for your breakthrough. This is an opportunity for you, like, years down the road, like when you're thinking about retiring, you can't do it, right? This is an opportunity for you. You can lessen your work hours, right? You don't have to be all, doing all these extra shifts. You don't have to, right? Because this is an opportunity for you. So I think with experience, um, it's easier to tell other people about this online business, and we experience the benefits. So it just naturally flows. Yeah.
Mhm. That's true. I remember when I just started this business, I did not do any live because I was saying that I don't want to show my face, I don't want to do this. And now I can tell you, I just pop on here, talk about random stuff. I was talking about football. Last time I was talking about food. I just tell people about
Your two favorite things.
yeah, perfect. I just get on here and talk about my experience so you can understand where I'm coming from and why I got into this business, right? As a nurse, people think that oh, nurses are not shy. We're not. Trust me. Outside of the hospital setting, nah, we're one of the most introverted person you'll ever see, and we all have a platform or a voice. We need to use it to use it so that others can find their voices, right? So I am that person. Outside of the hospital setting, I will use this platform. I will use my voice to let you guys understand that there's more to more to just the hospital setting. We have stuff out there that you can do. There are many online businesses out there. It's just for you to go out there and do your research and figure out which business is good for you. So there are platforms out there. There's stuff out there for you to do. Yes, I am a shy person, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I am shy. If you see me, you see my face like I'm stern, right? But approach me, yeah, I'm one of the goofiest person you'll ever meet. But I love to tell people about opportunities out there. And many of us feel like you want more out of life, but not exactly sure where to start. And this live right here will tell you about how you can start, what you need to do to start this online business. We have everything outlined for you already. So just get up, start. Don't worry about being shy right now. Just come in, start, and you'll get into the groove of coming online just like how I did it. So yeah.
I like what they said. Don't worry about being shy, because I think that is what we face, like the worry, the fear. Oh my gosh, I can't do this because I gotta show up. I gotta show my face. I gotta do videos. And I always share this, that I told Coach Caroline. Oh, I hope my thing is charging. Hold on, it's a charging because my laptop will
Will die.
hopefully the battery will I don't know why it's not charging. All right, it's good now. Yeah,
Mhm.
I told my coach from early, girl, I am not doing no videos. I am not doing the lives. I cannot do it. Right? I'm gonna run my business how I want to run my business. Yeah,
Mhm.
I am. Right? And some people don't show up live. Some people never did a live before as an online business owner, or never did a video before. So it's up to you, how you want to run your business. But to me, this business is about building trust. And if I don't show my face, if I don't, tell people about the business, they will not, I will not build trust with people, right? Because I remember with my coach, I saw her video and I was like, okay, yes, I can do this because I'm seeing her facial expressions. I was like, okay, like I know that's good. And if you hear me talking on the phone with her, it's like we know each other, right? I think the same thing as you just said when I was talking to you on the phone, it's like we know
Same,
each other, right?
same experience with you. When I saw your ad, I was in the parking lot at my nursing job and I saved it. I saved it and I went to work, and during the day I watched your video and I reached out to you eventually and I spoke to you. I'm like, okay, your experience, let me feel like I can actually do it. And I went in and I do my own little research, and here I am. You have to step outside of your comfort zone. You
Yeah.
have to you have to get over that shyness, because shyness in this economy won't get you far. Yes, you can start shy, but I'm telling you from my experience, you will step outside of that shyness. I promise you, you
I
will.
know you would still be shy. Shyness don't go away. I'm
Trust
still
me.
shy.
Mhm.
You will still be shy, but you are doing your job. This is your job as an online business owner. Just like a nurse, I'm a very shy person, but I'm a nurse. But when it comes to educating my patients, I have to let them know, right? You have to let them know. You have to educate them on the medication side effects, their condition. You have to educate them. What you're gonna do? Stay shy about it and like not tell them what's going on. Then you will not be a good nurse, right? The same thing when becoming an online business owner. You have to educate people. You have to with me and we mentor people, right? You know, help people to start their online business. We have to let people know
Yes.
because we being shy about it is not gonna it doesn't make sense, right? So here we are letting you know that you can't do it.
And this business can become your bread and butter. Trust me, it can become that main hustle for you, and you don't have to get up and clock into anybody else's job. Your growth requires a decision, and that decision is up to you. That informed decision is up to you. You cannot get up every day and do the same thing and expect different results, right? You cannot get up and clock into somebody else's job and you complain that the current situation isn't changing, but guess what? You're doing the same thing. Sometimes you have to basically step outside of your comfort zone, invest in yourself, invest in your education, invest in your growth, and try something new. What's what's one thing that you have been putting off that you know that if you could change, that it could actually change your life? All of us have that one thing that you know if you get up and you do it, it could change your life. This is that business for me.
And it's
This
always something that you don't like to do. It's always something that you don't think you can do it. It's always that thing.
Oh, most definitely. So there's that one thing you know that if you get up and do it, it can actually change your life. So look at it, think about it. So because this business can actually change your current outcome, it can change you mentally, physically, financially, all the alleys, right? Because yes, we want the financial benefit, but mental benefit as well, the personal growth, the development that you get from this business, trust me, it is a win-win in all direction. Anybody who decides to start a business like this is a win-win in all direction for you. So step outside of your comfort zone and make that transition into something different. Yes, you have never done business before. You don't know anything about business, but step outside of it. Just make that decision to try something other than your 9 to 5 or your 12-hour shift.
Yeah, I say fear of the unknown is real, right? We don't know how things are going to happen, but we still get up every day and walk out the door and you don't know what's going to happen outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
So fear of the unknown is real, but you still have to get up. You have to go to work. You still have to go to buy groceries, carry your kids to school. You still have to do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're fearful of going outside, but still you're still going outside, right? So the same thing with this running an online business. Yeah, it's fearful at first, and all kind of emotions come in, especially when you're about to start this online business. That's when all the emotions come in. So when people tell me, "Oh my gosh, I watched the webinar," the information session. I paid the 149. I did my coaching call. I am afraid to start. We felt it too. That is when all the fear, all the anxiety, all the excitement, everything comes in, because this is something new. This is something you never did before. And what if I fail is the first thing that pops up in your head, right? So, fear of the unknown is real. You just have to support in faith, and you have to. We always talk about the research. We can't talk about it more. Do your research. Just try to do more research, learn more about this business, right? That is why the first thing you watch is an information session, which is free, right? And then, you pay the 149 where you see the entire business model in detail, and, you get the full brunt of the business, for you to make your informed decision within 30
Mm-hmm.
days, right? If this business is for you or not, and then you decide and you go forward. But I know the emotions. I can still feel it. Like if I just started the business, right? I can still feel it. I know the emotions that comes when starting something new, stepping out. Especially if you're so comfortable being a nurse for so much years, right? I have a lot of
Mhm.
nurses who message me, oh my gosh, I'm almost close to retired. I need something to do. I need something to, during retirement, or, I've been a work nurse for 10 years. I've been a nurse for 5 years. I've been a nurse for 20 years. And, I just want something different. And,
Mhm.
you want something different, but you don't want to take the next step. So that means like either you're not ready yet, or you still need more information, to make an informed decision. So get
That's
that information, make that informed decision, and just step out and just do it because I know you can.
mhm.
Yeah.
I remember when I just started out as a nurse. My first nursing job, I was nervous. I I started out in a very small hospital, yes, but I was nervous. I started out in the emergency room. It I didn't know I could actually do it. I was on the ambulance every day, but most of the day I was talking to people in the emergency room. I had to step outside of my comfort zone. Starting your first job, look at it. Your first job. Even starting nursing school, I was nervous. I was nervous because I'm like, Lord, a little country girl going to town to start nursing school.
Oh,
Who
you
knows?
have to relocate?
Yeah, I had to move from the
Oh,
countryside to the capital, Kingston, to go to school. I'm like, oh
okay.
gosh, I don't know nobody, and you know that
Yeah.
feeling that comes over you. Them the time that me never know. I won't say I couldn't cook. I didn't do cooking like that. I have to go there to cook for myself and just to
Mhm.
being by myself. No, I had to get over that because guess what? Once I finish nursing school, that's gonna benefit me at the end of it, and I'm gonna help others do the same thing. Just like in this business, when I came in, I didn't know what I was getting into other than I do my research. Yes, it's a legitimate business and all of that lovely stuff. It is benefiting me now, and I want to help others do the same thing. Just get outside that comfort zone, because if I did not decide to apply for school when I was in Jamaica in the countryside, I'll be still in Jamaica in the countryside, because guess what? I wasn't gonna move from there. I wouldn't step outside of that shyness, outside of and going to Kingston and go study. I would be still sitting down there. So, oh, I'm shy. I don't want to be a nurse because I'm shy. And now I went to Kingston, I got my degree, and I work as a nurse. And look how far that degree took me now. I am here in a different country working as a nurse. I had to step outside of my comfort zone and move forward in my nursing. That was my dream of becoming a nurse, and I am here and I am stepping outside of that dream to chase something else right now. So you can do it. You don't have to fix yourself in a career that, well, yeah, you don't have to fix yourself in a career that you can step outside of that career. You can step outside of what you're used to. Yes, it's going to take a lot, but you can step outside of it. Not saying that you need to throw it away, but you can step outside of your comfort zone.
Yeah, I saw a business owner. She's about in her 50s, and she just relocated to the US. And she had in her headline, she was like, I started over at 53. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh my God. At 53, she, relocated. I think she was in the either Bahamas or US, British Islands, or one of them. And I know she moved to the US at 53. She started over. She's an online business owner. So now, because it's a global business, her business transferred from where she lived. So now it's in the US,
Okay,
right?
that's
So,
lovely.
yeah. So, I was like saying in my mind, if you can relocate to another state, or you can relocate to another country, you can do this business because it's like relocating to me. You're accustomed to being in your nursing profession, or whatever profession you may be in, a soldier, or whatever profession you may be in. You're accustomed being in that profession, and here is something else new. It's like, I don't know, I've been here for so long now, but I don't know if I can just venture somewhere outside, right? And then you vent your out, and it's like, I could have done this. Why was beating up myself for? I could have done this. So if you can relocate to another country, another state, you can start something new. You can do it. You just have to believe that you can do it. And
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
done.
So, as I said, we love this business, and you don't need any experience. You just need to come in and be coachable, and you just need to be consistent. Get your phone, your laptop, and go in and do the training. Get yourself set up, because one stream of income is too close to no stream of income, right? With this economy, trust me, you need a second stream of income, because God forbid something happen and that one stream of income is no more, you're gonna leave flat on your face. You have to go have a side also in this economy. So guys, look into the online space, reach out to us. Our names or numbers there, put a comment, leave a question, reach out to us about this online business. We're more than willing to give you the information. We're not gatekeeping around here. We are nurses. We know the struggle. We are healthcare workers. We know the struggle. We know that you're looking for, you guys are searching. We know it. We were searching too until we meet up on this business. We were searching. We were. So
Yep.
reach out to us if you have questions. We'll definitely answer them.
Yep.
Um, well, I see you when I see you guys.
Good
We
night.
to the World Cup. Good night.
Bye, everyone.